Welcome to another riveting edition of Three Dudes Brews, The Last Call. I'm your host, Buddy there. I'm happy. Oh my God. I'm over the top happy to welcome you to this week's edition of Three Dudes Brews, The Last Call. Joining me as always, to my right, the Greekiest man I know, the Greek freak, Costas Sangaroli. Welcome to the show, Costas.
Cheers.
Yes.
Evening, everyone.
And when I think about drinking good beers, and when I'm thinking about good beers, I think about this, our other host. He puts the special into Ed. He's a great guy. The doctor, Ed Tadnor. Welcome to the show, Eddie. How you doing, dude?
Son of a bitch, I tell you, right off the bat, I put the special. Oh, I can't.
He puts the Ed in special?
Yeah, he
Put the Ed in special. Well, listen, enough about me, enough about you two. Let's bring the man on.
Yes, the man, the myth,
the man, the myth, the legend. I did have an intro prepared. Give me a second, guys.
Oh, my word.
My phone now. Screw it. Tonight's guest. Holy shit. 18-time plus New England Emmy Award winner. He's been on the air for 30 very long years. He's transformed what fishing shows, entertainment, and sports should be, from like boring and lame to like, oh my God, this is something I want to watch every week. Please welcome. I get no other words. The Mad Fisherman himself. Holy shit, I got the chills. Charlie Moore.
How are you?
Drum roll.
Awesome.
Yeah. Okay, here we go.
How you doing, boys?
Doing all right. The internet's kicking our ass today, it looks like, but otherwise doing all right. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do? It's live, right?
It's a Thursday night chit chat.
Well,
Yeah, for sure.
Thankfully, you don't have dial-up.
Oh my God, it feels like we do sometimes.
Don't bring us back to the Stone Age. Please, God, no more 56K bit modem AOL nonsense.
I miss it.
Oh
right.
God.
So what do we got going on tonight, guys? What are we drinking tonight? Ed, you want to start us off there, Doctor?
I'll go ahead and start us off. Seeing as how we have the Mad Fisherman on, and thank you again, Charlie, for showing up and saying yes. Anyway, I've got Eel Electric Lemonade from Tox. So hopefully you're not catching any electric eels out there in the boat, but here we go. So this is a good one. I've had this one before already, but it's delicious. It's delicious. If you're a fan of sours, I gotta tell you, this is a summer one. A lot of lemonade flavor in here, low ABV, so you can have it on the boat all damn day, and it's a little peach flavored. It's delicious.
Nice.
Delicious. What do you got there, Charlie? What do you got? You got something?
I'm rocking a Barolo wine, and I'm doing
Nice.
and I'm doing my tried and true sushi bump. I always go to my Sapporo. Sapporo is not a big beer guy, but I love the Sapporo.
It's a brew.
Them. Yeah, I enjoy them a lot for sure.
You got Sapporo and the was it the acai? I forget how to say the other big Japanese one.
Ichiban. Well, that's another one. Karen Ichiban.
Ichiban. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But the Sapporo
I'm drinking Huck's Black Cherry from the Guild. It helps to support Providence College.
Oh yeah, go Friars.
Go Friars.
Yeah, right. Tonight I got a few beers, guys. So my basic beer is the Von Trapp. Nice pilsner, nice easy pilsner, nice easy drink. It's a nice warm day here in New England, and of course I brought all the way from Gettysburg, Pennsylvania, for Costas to try. It looks like a milkshake. It tastes like muddy water. Butter and jelly sandwiches. It's actually called Jelly Jams. It's from what's that from? Fourscore Brewing in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. So damn good. Costas, how good is this?
Damn good.
Does it blow Vigilant away?
It's a different style of peanut butter and jelly beer, but I would say it's definitely going pound for pound.
Jesus.
You heard it.
Holy crap.
So that's what I got to go on.
So what you're saying is your milkshake brings all the Greeks to the yard.
It does. Ooh. It does tonight, for that matter.
Yes.
Oh my.
Well, I'm Greek. Tiganis.
Kala.
So good. So good. Ed, you want to start things off tonight, dude?
They're multiplying. They're multiplying. Yeah. So, Charlie, I mean, obviously, we're very well aware of your time tonight, so we're going to dive on in. So,
whatever you need.
I got to ask you, so 30 years this year. Congratulations on a long, so far, and continuing career.
Thank you.
I want to thank you first off for Behind the Bee. Thank God. I love that. Absolutely love Behind the Bee. We'll get to that after, guys. But, so you've built a career around and just being authentically yourself on camera. There's very few people that do that. Everybody's out for the ratings. So was there a moment when you realized that, I got to be myself. I got to do this for me. I got to just show who I am. And I'm not worried about, what the television executives think or anybody else?
Yeah, no, never. I mean, I never did anything for anybody other than really what I wanted to do. I never really tried to fit a mold obviously when I started doing this 1996, the shows were very straightforward.
Right.
They would start on the boat, they would end on the boat, and that's how it was. And they were telling you the same things over and over. I mean, telling you how to fish, and it's fine. But I'll be lost for 3 hours. I ain't stopping to ask for directions. I'm going to figure it out. You know what I mean? So I don't need anyone. I don't need anyone telling this Greek boy what to do. You know what I mean? So I was like, I was all entertainment from the word go. I mean, I love the outdoors. I love fishing, love snowmobiling, and all that stuff. But I was always about entertainment first. I mean, I'm an actor, comedian, outdoorsman, and I just took what I love to do, and I brought it to the outdoors. That's really what it is. And so when I got the opportunity to meet Kurt Gowdy, he started like the whole thing kind of with the New American Sportsman. I mean, and Kurt was like, man, I invented I invented it, and you just took it and ran with it. So it was just really, honestly, I just do what I want to do. And, people would say, you don't dress like a fisherman. You don't look like a fisherman. You don't act like, I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I don't
think the fish care either.
Don't give a shit.
Yeah. The fish don't give a shit either.
They really don't care.
They don't care what you look like, So what you gonna do?
Yeah,
and that's just it. It's like, what does a fisherman look like? I mean, are we talking some longshoremen, over in New Bedford? What are we talking?
Gordons? I don't know. Gordons?
Right? Yeah, exactly. I mean, we got the stereotypical fish stick guy.
Yeah.
I don't
get
it.
I wasn't trying to be different either. Like, going on a limb. Like, this is who I am. They toned me down for TV. They toned me down for TV. So, I was this way when I was a kid, and I took the gift that I love to do. My ability to fish I'm very, very good at it, but I don't pat myself on the back and call myself the greatest fisherman in the world. I don't. I know that I'm doing a show to profile entertainment, travel, lifestyle. I was the first one to bring food, beers, bourbons, cigars, music, everything into this outdoors. Now they're all copying. I mean, do I dare bring up the word Beat Bobby Flay? I mean, my producer left Beat Charlie Moore, and they did Beat Bobby Flay.
I'm telling you.
Can't fish. He can't fish worth a shit. He can't even cook, for goddamn it.
The only fishing I do is from the plate to my mouth. I love seafood. I can't catch a rockfish. I am horrible. So
you're winning every night then.
That's it. I can grab the lobster and put it in the pot. That's about all I can do. So I know you said you're not the biggest beer drinker in the world. That's okay. We won't hold it against you. Buddy might, but it's okay.
Maybe. No, probably not.
When I say that, if you put a 6-pack of Sapporo in front of me and 2 cigars, they're gonna go. When you tell me to try any beer, I mean, I'm gonna try. I mean, I'm not. It's just about preference But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. You kidding me? There's nothing wrong with that at all. I try everything that gets put in front of me, whether I know I'm going to hate it or not, or think I might. You don't know. You don't know what's going to be your one until you try it. So, but thinking about that though, what's the most memorable experience you've had around beer? Now, I'm not asking. It doesn't have to be like, oh, this is the greatest beer I've ever had. It could be the worst beer you had in your life, but the one that you've had that you can remember that's got the best story associated with it.
Well, I mean, there's so many. I mean, some ended in evenings where the cameras were shut off because we've had too many. but I mean, my favorite experience when it comes to a beer related TV shoot was we were in Vermont and I was doing a flight. And they put like 8 of them out. And I went down the line and I critiqued all 8 of them. and the owner of the place was right in front of me, you know. And this is a high-end place, okay? Big resort, you know, and whatever. There's people around. You got to understand 20, 30 people, you know. We're filming 4 cameras and blah, 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 blah. And I got to the last one and I was like, ooh. I did this, oh. I was like, ooh. I was just like, okay. And he says, what's the matter? He says, what's the matter? I said, what does it taste like? I said, it tastes like a deer walked out into your meadow and took the biggest piss into this glass, and then you gave it to me.
Yeah.
And he said to me, well, that's the beer. It's called deer piss. And I was like, well, there you go. So,
If it wasn't before, it is now, you know.
You nailed it. You nailed it. You know?
We gotta change that. You know, it's man, that's you know, to me, that's you know, Molson. Anytime I've had a Molson, I always say, I'm like, what is this, moose piss? I can't. No, listen, if you guys like Molson, that's your thing. Hey, go with God, you know. But me, I'm like, I can't do this. I just can't. And we've all had those. I think we've all had, you know, either a meal or a beer or something where we've all been like, this is just the worst. And I'm trying to be polite. And I don't even want to swallow this.
Excuse me.
We've all had those.
So,
but
do you have any questions for Charlie?
I do.
Buddy's been like itching. He's like, Ed, stop talking.
I've had questions for Charlie for 30 years. Charlie, in 30 years, you fished with some of the greatest sports legends, politicians, celebrities of all time. Who was the best memory? Who was the best fisherman?
Well, I mean, the memories are all great. I can't even begin to put them into a category or a list. It's been an honor and a privilege to be able to have many people on my boat or on my shows or in any genre when I was traveling or wherever. There's been so many great memories. But I'll tell you, the best celebrity fisherman, hands down, 1,000%, is what was and always will be Tim Wakefield. I mean, Tim Wakefield was a competitor. They're all competitors. When they get on the boat, they try to learn real quick, you know, but Tim was already a really good fisherman. And he was really good. Jack Capuano, the coach of the New York Islanders, was very, very great at fishing. Bobby Orr, Bobby was really good. I mean, Bobby picked up on it. I mean, he's a fisherman. I mean, so Bobby was really good. But the most eye-hand coordination, casting ability, putting the lure where I put the lures and matching me kind of tit for tat was my really great friend, Tim Wakefield, hands down.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, if you had to pick one lake of all the lakes that you've ever fished to fish for the rest of your life, to anchor in and call it, say this is going to be the one, what's the one, Charlie, in New England?
Lake Champlain, hands down. Lake Champlain, hands down. Yeah, nice. Lake Champlain is probably the best fishery in the entire country. I don't really care what anyone says. They don't know what they're talking about if they don't agree with me. But I mean, Lake Champlain has so many different diversities when it comes to type of fish, depth for the fishing. Over the years, it's gotten better for accommodations, but because of the accommodations and because of the drive, it's really kept it kind of pristine. Lake Winnipesaukee is definitely one of my favorite lakes of all time. But, you know, you're 2 hours from Boston and you got, you know, it gets a lot of coverage.
Attention, for sure.
Yeah, attention and coverage.
Yeah. So Lake Champlain, it's more, it's Larry and Sally, or I know it's the smallmouth is huge up there, but
yeah, 100%.
Did you find Larry that far north?
100% Larry and Sally all over the lake.
Nice.
And then stepping on the occasional walleye is always fun if you want to throw.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's nice. Champlain has got some really good fish on all different species, and it's just a beautiful lake, and it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, awesome. Costas?
No, by all means. I mean, this is your Make-A-Wish, so get it out.
First, before he starts drooling again, I want to get into this. First off, Wakefield still kills every time. But I mean, you know, being a big Bruins guy, Jesus, freaking fishing with Bobby Orr. I mean, let me tell you, I would gratefully try to cast and hook my testicle over and over again, just to say that I got to fish with Bobby Orr. I don't care if I fell in the water every time I try to pick up the rod. I mean, Jesus, good for you, man. Oh my God.
Ed's gonna have to stick to fishing for goldfish.
Yeah, I think so.
I can't even catch them. I can't.
Yeah, Bobby was great. I mean, Bobby really, just a genuine man and great personality and just very giving of his time. And we've been friends for many years. And but it's nice to get them on the boat and then they hold their own. Some of them have been not so good fishermen, and some of them have been much better. And Bobby's in the much better category as a human being, most importantly.
That's so awesome. Bobby Orr beat Charlie Moore or no?
Come on, no. No, I like Bobby, but no. I love Bobby, but Bobby can't fish better than me. Let's stop, please.
All of a sudden, Bobby just ended up in the lake. Oh shit! I don't know what happened. What? You almost had that one. I don't know what happened. It just got away. So, come on, buddy. You got something else. I know you do.
I do. We have a question from a viewer.
To hold back.
Please hold.
Oh, jeez. I tell him not to hold back. What's he do?
I hate telephones, dude. I'm sorry.
Technology's winning, man.
Charlie, a 28-year veteran of the United States Army, a member of the National Guard, Rhode Island National Guard, of course, and military historian Jeff Ahern asks, actually, he asked me to say, tell him that Gary Yamamoto is the best lure to use ever. Black no flake. What are your thoughts on that? And all right, so what are your thoughts on Gary Yamamoto versus Spanky? I know you use the Spanky a lot. What are your thoughts on that?
So 100% agree. I mean, if there was ever the Sluggo Lunker City really set a tone for the soft plastic jerkbait.
Yep.
And that was the thing for 10, 15 years. But then Gary Yamamoto came in and, I mean, quite frankly, it's soft plastic, one of the all-time best soft plastic baits ever. I mean, and I always wacky rig it and I always, dead sick it. I mean, I think every fisherman has caught a fish on Gary Yamamoto.
For sure.
I think that's 100% accurate. I mean, it's very difficult to disagree with that statement.
I bet you I couldn't catch one.
Black no flake. He says, honestly, I have 17 bags of black no flake in my fishing bag. One of the best go-tos of all time for me. He also wants to know, ask him if he ever wants to fish parts of Umbagog or a spot here in Rhode Island, or just grab some beers with him. That's what our viewer wants to know. So, are you familiar with Lake Umbagog up in northern New Hampshire, Charlie?
It's in Errol, New Hampshire, and I've fished Lake Umbagog and Umbagog, Booglagabeat, whatever the frick it's called. Yes, I fished it. It's God's country for sure.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, caught some very nice smallmouth bass. And in Rhode Island, I mean, I always like to get a chance to meet people everywhere I go. So Rhode Island's got some great salt water, as you know. I think it's it's just great for salt water, and it's got some nice freshwater ponds. It's Johnson Ponds. I fished Johnson Pond. I fished. Geez, I can't even remember all the places that I fished. It's so bad. It's so bad. But I thank you very much for the viewers' comments for sure.
Wonderful, Costas. I'm going to throw it at you.
No, you keep going, man. Like I said.
Jesus.
You can throw it back.
They're like fighting over questions.
I don't have anything lined up in my head, Costas.
So 30 friggin' years.
Okay.
You've been waiting for this moment, and
he's choking. He's choking.
I know, Costas.
Jesus.
That's all right. So, Charlie, I got to ask you. So, obviously, we know you've been all over the country, all over New England and everything. Have you gone overseas and gone fishing?
Yeah, so I've been to Panama many times, a few times. I did shows. I've been to Italy, and we've done that. Obviously, we've gone north of up to Canada and British Columbia, and as far as across the pond, I mean, obviously all the islands. We've been to all the islands. Whether it's the ABC Islands, Curacao, Bahamas. I mean, we've been all over there. However, it's a really good question because I'd like to just tackle a little bit more across the pond, maybe hit maybe Greece. Maybe
Yeah,
I want to go back where my family's from, over in Albania and Greece, and my wife's Italian, so we checked the Italian flag. Now it's time to check the Greek flag. So that's pretty much on the docket next time. Definitely going to go to Greece and film.
Nice. Yeah. So I was in South Korea for a little over a year, and let me tell you, it's crazy that the fish. That first off, I mean, that's like all they do. They fishing and golf. Forget it. You know. So we were right there on the LOC, and I could look out my window and see the boats and see everything. And you start walking down the street because, like I said, I can't catch water out of a bucket. So you go walking down and they have all these tanks like lining the sidewalks with all these different fish for sale. And, you get into some of the markets there and it's stuff that, I mean, I'm like, I didn't know there were this many fish. I mean, what do you mean? There's more than cod?
Right.
So, I mean, it's crazy. I mean, definitely, if you can do it. I mean, God knows. I mean, there's more than enough fish out there for everybody. At least we hope. Sustainable fishing, guys. Sustainable.
Yes.
So Charlie, I got a question for you. Do you prefer freshwater or saltwater fishing?
I prefer both. I mean, I would like to do a little more saltwater. I did a little more a few years back. I try to put at least one or two shows on a year in saltwater, but it's not really about what I prefer. It's about what makes a better show. In New England, I mean, saltwater fish is kind of small. I mean, going to the canyons, I mean, it's small. I mean, the stripers is the jetties and the shoreline. And, the thing about the lakes is sometimes the lake is part of the show and it's a different lake and you're traveling to it. So, that's always been sometimes these guests don't want to go away on the ocean either. They prefer the lake. But I mean, I grew up in Boston Harbor. I grew up fishing for saltwater. I love saltwater fishing. I love stripers. I love flounder fishing. I love cod, as you mentioned. So I get it all, and I do need to do a little more saltwater. I know, just to tickle that urge a little bit more. But But I mean, it's just.
I mean, what do you mean? You don't want the guests? They don't want to get seasick and
Yeah, a lot of them don't.
Upchuck off the side of the boat, I can't.
Yeah,
I mean,
a lot of them don't. A lot of them don't. Imagine that, right? I don't know.
Make for good television. I mean,
another question for you. How did you get started fishing? A lot of time, like when we have other people that are on and we're talking about beer and brewing, we'll ask them, how did you get started in the beer industry, or what was your first experience with fishing? Like a lot of times we'll ask people, what was your first experience with beer? But how did you get started? Like for me, it was fishing with like my uncles and my grandfather as a little kid, fishing the Blackstone River in Pawtucket, and those were fond memories. And that's what reminded me. And for me, sharing that experience that I had with my grandparents and with my uncles, with my kids. So now I'll bring them out fishing all the time because I want them to experience what I experienced as a kid.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you completely. I think that I was a kid. I was young. My dad, 1978, 77, Boston Harbor, so Boston whaler, going out, striper fishing, bluefish, topwater bluefishing. I mean, that's really all how it started. My dad had a nice boat, big boat, and we had a smaller boat, Boston whaler, and I tore that thing up in Boston Harbor, ripping it up, going lobstering, crabbing, steaming, steamers, digging. I mean, I just lived that. I just enjoyed the crap out of that, man. So I really got into it because of that. And then, I did a lot of saltwater fishing and, I got away from it a little bit as you get a little older. You're in high school, you're a senior, you're playing football, you meet a girl, bada bing, bada boom, bada boom. And then my wife's father got me involved in freshwater fishing, and that was that's really where I got the itch again. And my father-in-law and I started going out fresh fishing a lot with everyone, and I got hooked on it, and then I wanted to be in TV, and people started bumping on me, maybe we should do something a little different. Everybody in the locker room was getting interviewed, like with Drew Bledsoe or whoever, right? And they're like, they're in the locker room, but nobody was on a boat. Nobody was interviewing anyone on a boat, fishing. And believe me, when you're out there fishing, you guys know, or you're having a couple beers, you guys all having a couple cigars, maybe some beers. Everyone starts talking some mad crap.
Oh,
On the fire.
Oh my God, dude.
It all comes out with a few beers and cigars.
For sure.
Oh, it all comes out. So,
like, I'm a better fisherman than you. No, you're not. Let's prove it. Okay, let's battle it out now. Yeah. That's happened many times.
And that's how it started.
So, one of our viewers here, James. Hey, James. He's asking if you ever had the chance to fish with Teddy Bruschi.
I have not. And believe it or not, Teddy and we're acquaintances. He's a really good guy. I mean, he loves it, and he does a lot of it in the canal down the Cape. I know that, and he does a lot of striper, and he wades, and But I think I should try to do that at some point in my life before I kick the bucket. I think Teddy and I should hook up, but. Ted's a really, really solid human being, and
for sure.
I have not had the opportunity to share some waters with him and do a show with him about his story and his career, because he had a really good career, with the Patriots, obviously. So
incredible. Cool.
Teddy's a really good guy, but sadly, I have not checked that box yet.
Too bad. Charlie, when Beat Charlie Moore first aired on ESPN, the network received tens of thousands of emails from people who strongly disliked you. How did you process this massive backlash, and what did it teach you about standing out in the outdoors entertainment industry?
Well, the next day I climbed the tallest and highest bell tower, and I hung on as tightly as I could.
Let's go for the ride, man.
It was I'll put it this way. To say it doesn't affect you as a human being is difficult. That's not true. It affects you. To say it's not part of the game and understand that you have crossed the line to become a star, if you will, or your bona fide hit, that's what happened. And I'll sum it up with the Howard Stern story. You know what I mean? The whole Howard Stern movie, when everyone they were like, they don't like him, and it was like, we got a huge hit, and then that's what it was. Because again, like I said, everybody was like down south. Everyone was talking like they were south. Everyone was talking about fishing. I didn't do that. Beat Charlie Moore broke every barrier. Beat Charlie Moore was the first of a lot of many different things, and when you are groundbreaking and you break new paths, there's going to be people who don't want change. They want their old show. They want their old style. But I can tell you, all the shows were copying us, and all the shows were doing what we did. As a matter of fact, ESPN took the first 3 episodes of my show, Beat Charlie Moore, and sent those 3 shows to every single television producer across every genre of ESPN and said, this is the future of ESPN programming.
That's awesome.
So, but the emails did hurt. They learned that I learned to be a stronger person with my emotions. I learned to handle my emotions as best I could. I learned to not get upset about things you have no control over. And I'm not letting anyone change me. Eddie Vedder's not writing a song for you. Eddie Vedder's writing his song for the band. He's writing a song for him. Elvis Presley's not writing you a personalized song. You don't like it? Turn the channel. So I just learned how to be able to deal with the fact that success is you're going to give up your privacy. You're going to give up a lot, and people are going to talk good, bad, or indifferent. But that's just part of being talented, I guess, and succeeding in that. That's. I was happy 30,000 people hated my guts. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here right now.
Right,
exactly. Yeah.
We got a question from a viewer again. Jeff Ahern asks, have you ever tried fly fishing at all, Charlie? On your shows, it's all spinning and cast bait. Or bait cast? Have you ever tried the fly rod?
Yes, I fly fish for shark, blue shark. I fly fished for trout in the rivers. I got nothing against fly fishing.
Really?
I have a problem because I was the first official undiagnosed case of OCD in America. So I got this issue with standing still for more than 4 seconds. So like, I'm taking the fly rod like I'm throwing a spinning reel. I mean, it's not good. It's just, I have no patience. So look at fly fishing I get it. And I totally get the zenness of it. And I totally understand why people enjoy it and love it. But for me personally, I just need movement. I need movement in my life. I need energy in my life. I need to move around quickly.
So I got to ask you real quick.
Bait soaking, I can't do that.
How in the hell do you fly fish for a shark? Please tell me it's like a small thing.
I thought that was a joke when he first said it, to be honest with you. Please, I'd like to
No. I was with Dr. Greg Skolmel, who's a really, really big scientist when it comes to sharks down the Cape, Martha's Vineyard. And we would chum them up, and then they would hit the surface and they'd bust. And then you fly fish, make a nice 15, 20-yard cast or so, drop it right on top, and then you kind of rip it a little bit, and they come up and
holy shit.
We're talking huge blue sharks, man. It was great.
That's why I was like, I can't believe he just said those words. Maybe I misheard. Holy shit, that's crazy.
Maybe it didn't happen, and I was just watching a movie.
It could have been. It could have been. Or you had one too many beers again. Too much sun, too much beer.
Yeah,
Woke up the next morning, he's still on the damn boat.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe that was it. I don't know.
Swear to God, he's like, I think I might have dreamt the whole thing,
Yeah, probably happened.
Yeah. Listen, tall tales, right? You know what they say.
So you're a big Bruins fan. You mentioned Behind the Bee.
God, listen, Behind the Bee, when I first saw that, it was hard for me because I was active duty Air Force. I was away from the market for so long. It was so hard to try and catch a Bruins game. So when I came back, and even before then, I was living in New Jersey, so it was a little easier, and I found Behind the Bee, and I'm like, this is fantastic. I mean, I like documentaries to begin with, but then to get that insight into like your favorite team's locker room and how things are going from preseason all the way, through to heartbreak. It's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. And I had, so my biggest thing was as a kid, I was probably like 17. I got to meet Ray Bork.
Oh, wow.
And to me, I was like, him, Adam Oates, Andy Moog, it's like, forget it. Those were my guys, and to sit there and actually, go and have a conversation real quick as it was, with Ray Bork there was absolutely fantastic for me. The only thing would have made it better was if, Cam was around with him.
Yeah. So I had Ray Bork on. Obviously, as you know, I created Behind the Bee for the Boston Bruins, and I was very proud of that. The thing I liked most about Behind the Bee and Bruins Academy was, it was outside the genre of the outdoors, and it was another bona fide hit. So that really made me feel like I wasn't Batman. I actually spent a week with Batman Monday through Friday. I filmed the show with Adam West. And we were having a couple beers one time and some bottles of wine on Lake Winnipesaukee. And I was saying, Adam, can I talk to you? So we're talking. I said, I'm really feeling like, this is a true story, by the way. I'm not making this up. I'm talking to him like we're buddies, because we were. And I'm saying to him, I'm getting really concerned that America and beyond thinks I'm just a one-trick pony. I'm just the Mad Fisherman. I'm just America's Mad Fisherman. And he looked over to me and says, are you shitting me? I'm fucking Batman.
The king of one-trick ponies, right?
I was like, oh, sorry, my bad.
He's got a point.
You want to talk about typecast?
Yeah, he's got a point. He's typecast as Batman. I'm like, yeah, my apologies. Wrong friend to talk to it about. You know what I mean?
My God. So is there anybody that's on your, like this is your buddy's Make-A-Wish right now? So, is there anybody that you would absolutely like go head over heels for, love to get on your show?
I don't know. I mean,
on the spot,
it would be no. It's not on the spot. It's just, I mean, from what point of view? From a show point of view? I mean,
not personal. Like this is
a personal point of view. I mean, I would
just like to get this guy
Stallone
out there.
On the boat. Probably Stallone. I mean, we could smoke cigars. Either Stallone or definitely Arnold Schwarzenegger. Those two, Stallone or Arnold. You know, I had Hulk Hogan.
Yeah,
Hulk
yeah,
and
that
I
would be
were,
pretty
you know,
badass.
Hulk on, you know, and you know, I mean, if I had to pick one right now that I could get right now, and it would be easy for me and he's local, I'd pick John Cena.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that'd be cool.
There you go.
But,
Speaking of Make-A-Wish, right?
You know, I took, you know, John, but I don't want to show him up wrestling. And he retired because he heard I was coming in the ring, you know? So,
So I've heard he's been
True
doing nothing
story.
but fishing in his retirement now to come on and kick your ass in that at least, you know. So you'll take him on the mat, he'll take it. Well, maybe
Yeah.
I don't know, who knows. Again, like I said, next thing you know, John Cena just got shoved into the lake. I don't know what the shit. Charlie, we can't get anybody else in the boat with you. You keep pushing guests in the water.
Yeah. I'm sure John would happily throw me overboard.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, my God. That guy. Oh, Jesus. Yikes.
But I had the opportunity to film a show with Ray Bork. He's an absolute true gentleman. The funny thing about Ray Bork, I don't know, it was the first show I did with Ray. We went to a spa. We got our feet massaged, and we got a massage and a facial.
That's great.
I mean, it was
Before or after you went fishing?
It was after.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that. You know? Why are we not doing that?
Right,
we
we should do
need
that.
to get facials and petties and manis after
We go
lumber
fishing,
down.
right,
I mean,
right, for
come
sure.
on.
I'm not rubbing either one of your feet.
Sometimes, yeah.
It ain't gonna be me. You know, oh my God. So if there was a New England brewery, now you've had an ice cream named after you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep, I had
so
an ice cream, Brigham's ice cream.
yeah.
Yep.
Unbelievable. So if there was a brewery in the area that was they were gonna do a Mad Fisherman beer, they were gonna do a Charlie Moore beer. What kind of style do you think it would be? And then I want to know, what do you think would be on that can?
Oh, wow. Well, I would like to have I really am a fan, believe it or not, of that summer ale, the Sam, that new one there. That's got a nice little
Lemony, snicket taste to it.
yeah, it's got a nice little hint of lemon. I mean, maybe it's because I'm Greek and I just love lemon. I could eat lemons like they're apples.
A lot of lemon, oregano, and olive oil, right?
Yeah, on my lemon. I would go with a light summer beer like that with a hint of lemon. And on the can, I would envision my logo with my fish logo with the beer in his hand. You know what I mean? the fish with beer in his hand, something like that. You know.
Or if the can had scaled and it looked like a smallmouth,
Yeah.
right?
Like bronzish or something in color. Yeah.
That's nice.
Hey, listen,
Drinking fish.
we may know some people that could make that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be a thing.
That could be a definite thing. We got a few friends that might be willing to, slap your logo in the face or whatever on a can.
That's awesome.
I mean, hell, if we can get Buddy's face on a can of beer, we can get
anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Shelley, in 30 years of filming, Shelley, what's the biggest lessons that the outdoors has taught you, and what do you feel that like people today can do to take it more seriously?
100%, 1000%, just camaraderie, just the absolute camaraderie that you have when you're in the locker room, when you're in high school, and you're on a baseball team, basketball team, football team. I miss that. I miss being around that. And when you're out in the outdoors and you're able to do a show and you have the crew and the camera guys and the camera and just the fun of it and being able to share that 30 years with all the fans from around the country and around the world, for me, is just heaven sent. I can't thank everyone enough. I take what I do so seriously and I love what I do. I feel like I haven't worked a day in my life.
Nice.
And I have, but I mean, I feel like I haven't. So, but if you're looking at it from the outdoor standpoint of view, non-career, non-TV, I think the outdoors provide a great sense of camaraderie for the kids, for the adults. Adults should take their kids out. You go out, they talk more, they open up, that kind of thing. So to me, it's all about just the love, the love and the camaraderie that you share with everybody who enjoys it. I mean, even if they don't like it, they go out. It's the weather. It's beautiful. The loons are chirping. It's how can you not like it? How can you not like being on a lake? I mean, you know, so.
The world needs to disconnect a bit more.
You mentioned the making the connection with people, Charlie. I got one last question from one of our viewers. He says, I know Charlie has 3 kids. Any tips on getting them to love fishing more? As I know kids can be impatient. Was it hard for him to get his kids into fishing, or did they catch on fast?
Yeah, it's a great question. I mean, my son Anthony is now doing his show, Travel More, with Anthony Moore on Nesson, and he's earned that over 10 years of learning how to do it. All 3 of my kids, they really enjoy the outdoors and fishing, but I don't think they're fanatics when it comes to, like, you know, fishing. They love it. They like being on the water. They like the whole atmosphere. As far as advice, I would say do it. And a lot of the adults go out and they want to spend 4, 5, 6 hours. You know what I mean? And that's not
too
really
long for them.
That's a lot.
Go out for an hour. Go out for an hour. Go to a local pond, fish for an hour, then go get a burger. Make it an experience. Go to a movie. So you go fishing for an hour, you go get a burger, then you go to a movie, and it's like an event. And it's not just like I'm going to put 6 hours or 4 hours and into the day, because that might overstimulate them and turn them off, because it's just a commitment. It's just a commitment. So, you know,
I'm sure the kids, you know, at that point too, they're going to feel like, oh, Dad just wanted to go fishing, and I just happen to be here with him, you know?
Yeah. And I feel like the kids need to take their goddamn phones and put them away for a couple hours.
Thank you.
We're the last generation, or I'm the last generation anyway, of you know, watching movies and sitcoms when they would use a payphone, you know? So you know, I mean, so to me, the kids with the phones, I mean, when we have dinner at my house or at my kid's house and we get together, they when they pick up their phone, I look at them, I go, you making money? No, then put it down.
Put it down. Yeah.
And so to me, I think taking the kids out for an hour and saying, we're going to disconnect from the video games and from the social, anti-social media, as I call it, because it's anti-social media is what it is. And we're going to go out, we're going to fish for an hour. They might really enjoy that break, and they might look at it as a positive thing. But jamming down a 4-hour, 6-hour offshore fishing trip, hell no to the hell no. I don't think that's going to work.
I don't think I could do 4 hours sitting in the boat, let alone a kid, you know, the way they are. But I did the same thing with my son. My son is, you know, it's this generation. They're glued to electronics. They're glued to their phones. They're glued to, you know, whatever the hell it is, you know, YouTube. Sorry, guys. You know, but it's one of those things. So I started taking them hiking. I'm like, let's get outside. You know, get outside, get in the woods, and do some trails, do something. You know, start off small, a little bit more.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to go backpacking? Oh, you want to go camping? Oh, yeah. And now he's like, Dad, when can we go? I'm like, your school year is almost over. Give me a minute, you know? So now he's looking forward to that and he's itching. But yeah, I mean, they especially the kids these days. I mean, everybody, they need to disconnect. They need to unplug for a little while. And I mean, look at a table. Go out to any restaurant these days. Look at a table. Everybody's like this.
Horrible.
And, you know, nobody's talking to each other, right? Yeah. That's how it should be.
My table, that loathes me. And couples, how about the couples sitting across from each other doing it? And
why bother? Why?
It's like, dude,
stay home.
It's not good.
No. It's like you're not talking, and then everybody wonders why. You know, we've got the world we've got sometimes.
I got to ask you boys a question.
Ooh,
one beer that you're on. I always do rapid fire. I always say now it's time to play rapid fire with my guest, and you guys are my guests. You're on an island. You're not going to make it. What's the one beer you're going to drink before you kick the bucket?
Oh, easy. King Julius by Treehouse Brewery.
Oh, Treehouse, yeah. That's in Tewksbury. Well, they only get
one beer. I already answered Costas.
Okay, he's good old Sam Adams Boston Lager, the one that started it all for me.
Ugh.
You're going to drink the last beer you're ever going to drink before you shit the bed is going to be a Sam Adams from Boston.
It is. You know why? Because it's going to go full circle. It started it's going to end.
I'm guessing you're disagreeing.
Just a little bit.
I'm feeling like you think it's not a good choice.
Yeah, tell me how you really feel. There,
I mean, you don't like it, huh?
No, I mean, I like Sam.
What's your choice though? What's your last beer?
He's stalling.
Yeah, you're right. I am stalling. I'm not going to
say he's been crying since Charlie asked the question.
I was as soon as you said it, I was like, oh, 10 stuff. I'm like, shit. You know,
I'm guessing no Coors Light, no Coors Light.
No, not a course. No, yeah, we're not going to. A natty ice. It's going to be a natty
There's
ice.
one in my corner right now.
Oh,
Keystone
Natty
that will
Light.
kill you.
Yeah.
That's good.
Geez, probably. I mean, if it's going to be the last one, if the last beer I'm ever going to drink, I got to go with Sam Adams Utopias.
Technically a beer.
Technically, it's a beer.
It's
I
a
mean, it is a beer. It's the $500 a bottle.
You got to be a one upper, but Costas, is that what it is? You got to be a one upper, right? I
think
say
that's
Sam
what it is.
Adams. I'm like, oh, a humble little Boston lager, and you're like, fuck you, Utopia.
No, man.
$500 a bottle. You charter a helicopter and get off the island.
Well, I mean, shit. I mean, you're gonna put me in the spot and say, like it's the last one. It's my last meal, right? I'm not. If somebody says it's your last meal, I'm
It's
not
a good
going for a
choice,
Caesar
Costas.
salad.
Yeah.
But that's why it's called rapid fire.
Yeah.
It's rapid. You got
Rapid,
quick.
Costas.
It's quick. It's not like I'm not calling you back tomorrow morning for the answers, bro. It's called rapid fire.
Hey, I'm half Greek, so you gotta give me a little slack here.
Oh, I get it then. I'm the
Right.
same way.
All
Hey,
the
what
good
about
times
you?
are going to be back by then.
If you're on the island, what are you drinking?
If I'm on an island, I'm probably drinking a Corona or a Modelo with a lime in it. I'd probably go if I had one beer, I would definitely go with the Sapporo. I would definitely go for the Sapporo.
Yeah.
I love the Sapporo beer when I'm having sushi and seafood. Because I mean, I basically drink red wine and water. I don't have anything else to drink, and I have a Sapporo. I don't drink soda water. I don't drink juices. I don't drink any milk. I mean, I do suck from the teat of the cow every now and then, but I can't believe I said that out loud, but it's fine. It's okay. I'm over it.
It's
All right, Charlie.
This is an
But I
adult.
mean, I'm going to go with Sapporo.
All right.
And it's so funny because Greg brought these up last weekend when he was up here for a dinner party. And I'm like, oh, shoot. I don't have any Sapporo to show these guys. He goes, I put a case in your fridge in the garage. I was like, beautiful. Thanks, Greg.
Greg for the win.
One can at a time.
Holy shit. Oh, yeah. So, it's funny, too, because
Well, I got to toast you, boys. A little toast with the Sapporo and
Cheers, Charlie.
Yeah.
glad you said Modelo, though, along with the Corolla.
Charlie, another question from our one of our viewers. He wants a prediction for the New England Patriots season next year. Will they be able to crush the Miami Dolphins at home and win the Super Bowl? Thoughts?
Oof.
Yes and yes.
That's like talk about going from
Yes and yes. You
preseason
don't
to
know.
the Super
They
Bowl.
can't beat the Dolphins at home.
I think the schedule is tougher this year. I
Yeah.
think we're going to have a better offensive line.
So they did have a weak schedule last year. You would say that?
Can you let
I don't
me
think there's
answer the
any weak
question?
schedules in the NFL. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't agree with it at all. No, I don't agree
Okay.
with that. I mean,
Go
it's
on,
like-
Charlie. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, no, you're good. No, I don't think there's any weak schedules. You're playing a professional NFL team.
True.
And just because they're 1-6 doesn't, you're not looking at the score, the record and wins and losses and saying we're going to show up and win. These are
Right.
professional athletes that, some of these teams that they were played, they lost by 3, they lost by 6, they lost, this is not a weak schedule. I have, that's like Monday morning quarterback shit that I can't even begin to get into. This year's, as I just said, the schedule is sort of stronger this year or whatever. I mean, I'm so contradicting myself right now. I feel like
You kind of are, Charlie.
I feel like I'm a hypocrite. Oh my God, stop. Anyway, so I think that the Patriots are gonna have a good run, but I think that when you're expected to do things, the pressure becomes greater. I don't think last year anybody expected the Patriots to go to the Super Bowl.
Not at all.
I mean, maybe they were going to be 8-8, 9-7, this kind of
It's just
thing,
it.
right? I mean,
Yeah.
10-6
Right.
best, 10-6 wild card. Everyone talked about. No one expected them to go to the Super Bowl. I look for a strong season with the expectations of making the playoffs. Once you get in the playoffs, it's game on. It's
that's
anyone's
it.
game.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's
That's
it.
all you can go with.
That's
But as
it.
far as beating the Miami Dolphins, please. What the hell are you talking about here?
Guess who's a Dolphins fan sitting at the damn table
Where's
over
the
there?
fish?
Oh,
Jeez.
Yeah.
I mean, that's taking it to another level, buddy. I mean,
we
I
might
get it.
suck, but we can come into New England and beat you guys every single time.
Yeah.
No matter
I'm
who's
not worried
playing.
about the Dolphins.
Last time I heard, yeah, go fuck yourself. What?
He's had one too many beers. He's
So one of the best things I did was I created a little graphic promo thing when the Patriots were going to the Super Bowl, and I put that son of a bitch in a Patriots jersey. And wouldn't you know, like 2 seconds after it went up live on whatever social media at the time, he starts texting me. He's like, "You son of a bitch, take that down."
Take that down right now, motherfucker. I will burn your house to the ground.
Yeah. So I'll give you this. At least he's loyal to the Dolphins, you know.
Why? So what's the loyalty to the Dolphins? What, just grew up a Marino fan, or
I grew up a Marino fan. It was always on the TV in the house where I would watch football. The Patriots sucked during my childhood.
Oh shit! No, I was still a Patriots fan.
Although now I'm a Dolphins fan, and they've sucked for 30 years. So I don't know. I feel like if I would have jumped teams, I would have been even more harassed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would
Yes.
call you personally and harass you.
Yes.
You can't do that.
I would hope so, Charlie.
Fair weather, mother.
I'm not gonna be that guy.
Hey,
but,
especially when you use the word "I'm jumping teams." Like, just don't say that, but do it. But don't say that.
yeah, don't ever say it.
Well, listen,
and it would be so easy for me to jump to New England.
Right.
How many Patriots fans came out of the woodworks? You know,
all you gotta do is say you support the home team, but you
100%.
also like this other team.
I would vomit in my mouth, Costas. I would vomit in my mouth.
It's not the first time you've done that.
It wouldn't be.
today I hope maybe.
Today.
I think they got the video too.
That's good.
Yeah, we got a lot of video, unfortunately.
I'm sure.
What happens at the lakes? What happens at the lakes
Stays
at the
at
lakes.
oh my God, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so does.
Oh.
So speaking of that, Charlie, before we wrap up with you tonight, I know you didn't have a lot of time, and we've kind of taken a little bit more time than we said we were going to take, which is great. Between August 30th of this year and September 4th, we will be at Umbagog Lake. We'll be camped at R15. If you want to stop by, have a beer, do a little fishing, more than welcome, sir.
What were the dates?
August 30th through September 4th.
I'm checking into rehab the 29th. But I'll
So
see what I
on
can
August
do.
30th.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, just wait for my call. I swear to
Put
God.
that out there, Charlie. Just
Come
that
pick
out.
me up.
Yeah, just wait for my call. I'll be right there.
I appreciate.
Years and things.
I do appreciate the invite, and I'll check my
Sit by the
schedule.
phone.
But I do appreciate the invite very, very much, and I want to thank you boys for having me on. And anytime you guys want to talk to me or need me, you know how to get a hold of me. I'm always
Oh,
available.
yeah, dude.
We'll do
Oh,
it.
sure.
Listen, we can't say it enough how grateful we are that you decided, to give us, your time.
It
And,
was an honor.
anytime somebody
Thank you.
says yes to us, we're like, yay.
Thank you. Well, you deserve it. You deserve it, and I appreciate everything you guys do. Keep up the good work and good energy and good vibes, and hope you guys have a good summer. And maybe we'll see each other like late summer or fall.
Hope so. I appreciate it.
Thank
Buddy,
you, boys.
take us on out.
Take us on out.
Thank you,
bud.
boys.
Okay,
Thanks,
yeah,
Charlie.
for the Mad Fisherman, Charlie Moore, 18-time Emmy Award winner. For Ed, he puts the special on Ed.
Son of a
He puts the
bitch.
Ed
He
in
put
special.
the Ed in
He put the
special.
Ed in special. For the Greekiest guy I know, Costas Sangro, it's been Buddy Thayer, 3 Dudes First. Have a great week, folks. Drink good beers.
Cheers. Life is good.
Cheers.